Hey guys, and welcome back to Torchlight. Probably the last episode. Possibly not, I'm not certain. Depends on how much I die, I guess. We are now fast approaching the end of the level, dungeon, game, any of those really. We're at level 33 and I believe the last boss is living on level 34, so not long now. And I really don't quite know where the exit to the next level is. There's a kind of glitched green skeleton, enslaved to be precise. So let's just kill that, as I just did. And let's see where this takes us. Okay, the health on hit can definitely keep me going for a while, which might be really handy for the final boss actually. Just makes me rethink my strategy a little bit. I usually don't have that much health on hit. It's usually maybe 20 or 30. So at 200, I might not require that many potions to keep me alive. I could just put in phases where I use auto attacks instead of skills. We'll see how it goes.
Your pet has fled.
Okay. No trap. And to think I once had the patience to actually go through all of this about 20 times, because the first time I played on very hard I died so much. Especially down here. That was me being ridiculously under-leveled though, and didn't take a Dark Zealot to one-hit me.
Your pet has fled.
Health is low.
Wow. Yep. So much for that. But I did see the way down, so we're almost done, and well, I was worried it was going to be a bit of a short episode, so no harm in dying and running all the way back. Whatever. I'm going to ignore that Dark Zealot. It's the worst thing you can do to an enemy, ignore it. This doesn't quite work, but just go with it, I guess. It is some sort of proverb that does say that that's the worst thing you can do to an enemy, but if it's actually an enemy in the sense which the proverb probably meant, then ignoring an enemy is really one of the worst things you can do. I mean, that it does apply on occasion if, for example, your enemy is not really your enemy, he's mostly doing it to get attention. In that case, obviously ignoring it is the right thing to do, but if an enemy is invading your country and marching an army against your city, ignoring it is possibly the worst choice. Okay, so let's see if I can get through this without dying. Sorry. I would be so annoyed if I was mistaken about which level the boss is on. It turns out to be 36. Okay, so let's see. Where will it take us? Well, 34. Okay, still enemies around, which means I was wrong. Brilliant. Might be level 35 then. Wow. Even though dying now is much better than dying later, of course. And I did make the right choice not... well, I did make the right choice cutting and starting a new episode. I would like to prevent a fiasco that I... Actually, I think I never uploaded that, but... I believe while I was playing XCOM, just because I liked the game, I completely lost track of time and just kept recording, and then at some point I noticed I'd done about 2 hours worth.
I am wounded.
Your pet is fleeing.
No reason to chuck a potion for that. Again? It's just ridiculous.
I am wounded.
Wow. I don't even know what took me down so much there. Maybe just a really unlucky, really high critical. I don't know.
I can't carry anymore.
Your pet has departed.
Oh, traps. The portals will definitely spew out some nastiness. Or they already did, I don't know. But I'm just going to assume they still will spew out nastiness. Or maybe not. Ouch.
Your pet has fled.
Okay. This portal also doesn't do much apparently.
fled.
And I'm sort of out of things to talk about, really. Especially game-related stuff, because the last time I tried non-game-related commentary, it got really out of hand. Oh.
You have slowed our plans, visitor, but Ordrak's time is endless. All we require now is a willing sacrifice. Once you are dealt with, I will retrieve Syl and complete the Dark Ember. Kneel or perish.
I choose neither.
Your pet is free.
Okay, so I did have a nagging feeling this was not going to be a full
I am
level.
overburdened.
And that much at least does appear to be true.
Your pet has fled.
Now let's face him. Where did he actually go? Because this is meant to be a boss fight. Where is he? It's actually one of the more fun ones, I guess. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Master Elric, Fallen Sage. Yep, he does summon dragons. And he also has some sort of dragon aspect ability thing that he does.
Your pet is free.
And
My
also,
health is low.
ouch, that was uncareful, careless. That's the word. Also not unlike many other bosses in many other similar games. When he summons his dragons, he becomes unkillable until you kill the dragons. Or at least he has a protective shield. I'm not certain if you can bypass that somehow. And I found some friends behind me. Brilliant. Okay. So, Master Elric, or Ulric actually, I think that's what Syl called him. He does sometimes seem a little unresponsive in terms of AI. I think he does not have the greatest attention span of all bosses in gaming history. And for some reason he did not trigger a shield this time. Okay, that should be all of them.
Your pet is hurt. Your pet has fled.
Do know there was again a way to glitch him so that he wouldn't do anything, just stand there and sort of take it. But I don't know how that worked anymore. And I don't particularly want to try it out. Was that dragon completely immune to my exploding thing somehow? It seemed like it. Yeah, why? They died before? Wow, that's really annoying. Okay, Ricochet still works. I'll just stick to that then. Okay, just confirm for me that actually it did work before. Okay, that's going to resist, reflect my attacks. Somehow. Just confirm for me that before my exploding shot definitely did damage the guys. The dragonkin that he summons. But now standard attacks don't do very much apparently. As you can see, they don't do anything. Aha. Hey, so that shield reflects missile attacks somehow. Anything ranged. And now these dragons are completely ignoring my ricochet? Well, not completely. It deals 2 damage. That's ridiculous.
I am wounded.
No idea why that is. Pretty sure it's not the way that boss fight is meant to go, though. I know last time it did not start suddenly ignoring my AoE attacks. But okay, Master Ulrich is almost dead. Perhaps he's not ignoring them as much as absorbing them somehow?
No, I will not be defeated here.
I have no idea what just happened. Apparently all the damage somehow was dealt in a single blow. Don't ask me what that was all about. But we can now follow Master Ulrich. Firstly, there's a waypoint to town. Did my ricochet just do minuscule amounts of damage again? This is a glitch. One that I'm hoping will not persist for the final boss fight, because I definitely want to do it with explosive shot, but if I have to, ricochet will work. Okay. What? Okay, it should do... yeah. As you can see, 196% of weapon DPS, which is not 2. A weapon DPS is over 500. Anyway, stairs down. So this should now actually be the last level. Level 35 then. I was 1 off, that's not too bad. Yeah, definitely.
I can't cast that. I can't cast that.
Okay, I can't use town portals from here. I think that's to avoid you using them during the boss fight to have a quick way out, I guess. Because wasn't that used in Diablo 1 or 2 quite extensively, where you would just go up against a boss that you technically couldn't win against? And so just before he killed you, you would just hop off. Switch to cracked core ember, it's not gonna help me. So just before he hit you, you would just sort of leave, I guess. Okay, I might as well sell this because I'm never gonna use it. And buy... I'll buy about 20 of the mana potions. Don't want to overdo it. and spend pretty much all the rest of my money on health potions.
I don't have enough gold.
Okay.
Good journey.
68, that should be fine. Yeah. However, if my skills are still glitched... Nope, they're not. Okay. You see, this is what they're supposed to do. I have no idea what happened during that boss fight. Honestly, I don't know what I could have done if my skills had still been glitched. I would have had to cheat, I think, because without both of my major damage skills, that would have been a very impossible battle, I think. Oh well. Yeah, I don't actually have any health regen, and I don't want to spend a potion just for 200 health? Nah.
Ordrak, Ordrak, receive my sacrifice.
So there he is, Ordrak. He also summons tons of dragons. But it's actually a little more nasty than Aldrich.
Your pet has fled.
Because we're simply not putting much of a dent into his health by attacking him. He has incredible amounts of health, and I know I just made it sound like there's some sort of trick to killing him, that there's some way where some other way you're meant to damage him. There isn't. It's just meant to take forever. And now you know why I really did need tons of AoE. Oh. Oh well. I'm almost out of money, so entrance of this floor works out perfectly fine. Oh. Sorry if it's not going to be a particularly interesting boss fight, but... By the way, it seems like a lucky break when he's sort of destroying his own minions, but that's when he heals himself. For every single one that's still alive, he gains some amount of health. So... The one nice thing about the fight is that all the enemies can possibly drop as health potions, and they might be able to drop town portal scrolls and such, but mostly it's health and mana potions. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say about this fight. That's all he does. And now the rest of it consists of just getting rid of that incredibly large health pool of his. I will definitely try to not die excessively. I won't try to sword death level, death grind something. I don't know. There's a word for it, where you die repeatedly because the enemies don't regenerate, you still kill them. I'll try to not do that too much. And so this would probably be a good point to bring up some interesting story or other. I just can't really think of anything right now. And now maybe you understand what I mean by design flaw. It's just, I've got what, maybe 10% of his health taken off now? And because of the difficulty, I do really have to stay in motion a lot of the time. I think I'll switch to Ricochet. That should do a little more damage. Okay, maybe buying potions was a little unnecessary, considering. Ouch. Aw, I mispressed. Mispressed my buttons. And Ricochet really doesn't hit correctly here. And I should get away from the stairs, because on the stairs I just can't seem to be able to hit in anything. I, by the way, will not blame you at all for skipping over this. He's at, what, 15% now? As in, I've taken off 15%, so... Actually, here's what I'll do. I'll cut back in when the boss is actually approaching his demise. Because this is incredibly boring. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. It's been literally 30 minutes. And I'm not exaggerating, I have a timer. I've been chopping away at him for 31 minutes now.
My health is low.
And only now is he just about to die. So I definitely made the right choice not keeping you on screen for all of that. I told you, that's the one thing I really dislike about the final boss. Because the only thing you increase in terms of... Ooh! Apparently the first time I did this on Steam. Got the achievement for killing him on very hard. I think his loot is gonna be elsewhere, if at all. But yeah, as you can see, really, to my mind, poorly thought out that he just has a ridiculously high health pool. Okay. This is the stuff that he kept summoning during the fight and then killing himself to heal himself. It's fun. Because they were alive when I sort of ran back to pull him towards the entrance. And now, they are only now being loaded back into the game, and the game now knows, oh, well, actually these were meant to be dead. I think his loot is not non-existent. Apparently that glitched out somehow. There's a lot of gold here, and some unimportant stuff, but... I think he himself didn't actually drop anything, which is a bit of a letdown, I guess. Even though we are now done with the game, so...
done so much for Torchlight and for me. I cannot thank you enough, my friend.
Don't worry about it.
Destroying evil is its own reward, but I think I have earned a promotion for this victory. Although the Vanquishers are a secret order, my king will hear that I was responsible for Ordrak's defeat. Soon I will return home, but there are still treasures below Torchlight that could aid us in the battles to come. I sense a tide of darkness will soon be upon us. I will be prepared to meet it.
Okay. That was it. I could now go on exploring the Shadow Vault and such. But, yeah. That was the final boss. Sadly, as I said, really a bit of a letdown. The one before, Aldrich. That was a fun boss fight, I found. This one here, not so much. Mostly because it's just... because of the tedium involved, as I said. Literally over 30 minutes of just doing the same thing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I'll maybe see you again soon. Bye bye!